I'd like to give a warm welcome to all of Evan and Denise's friends who have found me, either because I've sent you an email, sent you a message, or so-and-so told so-and-so, and now you're here learning the truth. My name is Lauren Victoria Ruiz, formerly known as Lauren Victoria Hackett, and I attended Pioneer High School from 2008 to 2011 in Whittier, California, and was molded, groomed, sexualized as a child, and manipulated severely by Evan Chase Mooney, as was his wife, who is also known since she was a child, under his care and supervision as our teacher, our theater teacher, our choir teacher, our choir director, who wormed his way into our lives as the daughters of single mothers, women of color. We were his favorite targets. The grooming took place from the time I was 15 to 21, and I have stayed silent. I have stayed quiet. I mean, it started when he was married to a beautiful, phenomenal woman, an age-appropriate woman. They were trying for a child for years while he was grooming me, manipulating me and other young girls that he taught. That spent hours a week in his classroom with him. This is a man who has been masquerading as a white savior in lower income, majority Mexican neighborhoods, trying to spread financial education and awareness, definitely not a pyramid scheme. But he knew what he was doing. And you all witnessed it and didn't really say anything. And that's why this is allowed to happen, because too often young girls of color who come from poor neighborhoods, who have more unstable homes, nobody gives a shit about us. And that's how they end up marrying the predator. That's how they end up marrying someone who's 17 to 19 years older than them, that thinks they're going to show them all the love that they deserve. That's how girls end up feeling, that this is what we deserve. And nobody deserves this because he's a fucking creep. And I have so many witnesses who have already come to me with their messages just in the past 24 hours to say, holy shit, you're saying something. We've talked about this. Other students have talked about my sexual romantic relationship with Evan because they knew, because it was obvious to everyone but me, to everyone but administration, to everyone but other parents. I was put in the hands of a predator at an early age, and I know I wasn't the only one. So, this is who you're friends with. This is who he is. I'm not surprised there were so many empty seats at their wedding, because people know it was fucked up. People know it's disgusting. He knew her as a child. You married someone you knew as a child. And the disgusting part of all of this, that's for him. I got that when I was 18 years old. It's a little moon for Mooney. Because I never called him Evan. He was always Mr. Mooney or Mooney. You don't get that respect from me anymore. You don't get that obedience from me anymore. I'm no longer a child you can manipulate and sexualize and groom. I win, Evan. I win, Denise. Because I'm free. And I don't care if anyone else believes me. Because you both know the truth. Everyone we went to school with knows the truth. And now your friends do too. I have been in therapy for a solid decade, trying to reverse the damage, frankly, the misogyny that was embedded in me by Evan. He said if she's old enough to bleed, she's old enough to breed. He said that attraction to children is in his DNA, something that he found out while learning about his family history, that maybe there's some skeletons in the closet. You know what else is in my DNA as an Indigenous woman? Resilience, ferocity, strength. To look at you and say, I hope you have the life you deserve. Because I've been under your thumb since I was 15 years old. Since I was a child without a father, coming to you for guidance and help. I don't need it anymore. I know who I am. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, I tried to kill myself because I had finally accused him of grooming me to his face. I had finally told him, you stole something from me. And all he had were excuses about how it's actually in his DNA. And this is a good thing because now he can identify other predators and protect young people. No. You don't get to be around other people's children. You don't get to win anymore. You don't get to be the good guy. You don't get to be the wolf in sheep's clothing. You get to be who you are. Who we've always known you are. A scared little man with a chip on his shoulder who will never be as wealthy as he wants to be. In the last couple of months, throughout Israel's aggression and occupation in Palestine, I have watched, frankly, 80 plus, almost 9, I'm not sure what the death toll is now. I've watched these people die to report the truth and to live in their truth. And because they knew what they were doing was the right thing. So I've taken strength from them. I will never be afraid to speak my truth again. I will never be afraid to defend myself again. Especially not to you. So, have the life you deserve. Nothing more, nothing less.